Good morning and a very happy Monday. Today is Monday, October 4 or October the 4th, 2021. Time for our mathematics class, Unit 10, all about mass.
Good afternoon. It is still Monday, and I hope you're having a happy Monday. I have. So it's still Monday, October the 4th, 2021, National Animal Day in Europe. I'm not sure in the rest of the world. And we will have our math class now, all about mass. Okay, so you need your math book later, so if you don't have it yet, you can already get that. But, of course, we will start with some vocabulary. Okay, our vocabulary words. Oh, I made a mistake. It's not staples, it's stapler. Okay, number one, S-T-A-P-L-E-R. Stapler, stapler. What is a stapler? This is a stapler. Think you call them Macs sometimes in Thailand. So you use it to put paper together. So this is a stapler. So later we have to guess what is the weight of a stapler like this. Okay, so that's why I want to show you one. That's a stapler. Later in the book we will also see a stapler, but we'll come to that later. Okay, number two, items, 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 items. Items is just another word for things. So items or things are the same. We have different items, we have different things, you can say. So it's the same meaning. Items is the same as things. And number three, B-A-L-A-N-C-E, balance, balance. Okay, when something is in balance, look here. This is a triangle with a plank on it, and there's the same weight here as there. So the weight is balanced on the triangle, right? Because there's much weight here as there. Same, so it will not move. But this one here, look, there's two on this side and only one there. So now it will tilt. This is out of balance. So balance means it is even. And when it's out of balance, it means it's not even, it is slanting to one side. So the scales in the book are balance scales. Now they hang from a chain and they're also in balance. But when you put weight on one side, it will go like this. And if you put the same weight on both, it will stay straight. But we'll see that also in the book. Okay, so one more time. Stapler, S-T-A-P-L-E-R. Number two, items, same as things, I-T-E-M-S. And balance, B-A-L-A-N-C-E. That's in balance, that's out of balance. Okay, three more. Okay, three more words. These are items that they use in the book to weigh stuff with. The first one, number four, D-U-M-B-B-E-L. D-U-M-B-B-E-L. L. So two B's and two L's. D-U-M-B-B-E-L-L. Dumbbell. What is a dumbbell? A dumbbell you can use to work out. It's like a thing that looks like this. You hold it in the middle and then you can exercise with it like this, or so it's a weight. Some are 1 kilo, some are 5 kilo, some are 10 kilo or even more. So I have some downstairs, but it's not a dumbbell. I have a barbell. You can get the weights off and put them back on. They have these discs. Maybe you've seen them, and they're like maybe 2 kilo. They're discs like that, and you can take them off and put them on. So you can put more weight like that. But if it's only one, it's called a dumbbell. If it's more, it's called a barbell. Okay, number 5 and number 6 belong together. M-O-R-T-A-R, mortar. And 6, P-E-S-T-L-E, pestle. So a pestle and a mortar. I think you have one at home. I don't know if your mother likes to make somtam or your grandmother. It's that big stone cup like this. And then this one that you use to pound is the pestle. So this is called a pestle. And this one is called a mortar. Yeah. So some are very tall, some are small, some are very big. But you use it to grind spices. Okay, so dumbbell, D-U-M-B-B-E-L-L, mortar, M-O-R-T-A-R, and pestle, the one that you use to pound with, P-E-S-T-L-E. Good, that's the vocabulary for today. Let's have a look at our lesson. Please get your mathematics books. Okay, before we continue, a few things I want you to remember. You know these signs, right? This is the smaller sign, and this is the greater sign. Okay? So, for example, you write 10 is greater than 5. You can write it like this. 10 is greater than 5. But you can also take this away and just write 10, 5. Now it looks like a 7. It's like a little arrow. Now, Michel. Okay. You can also say 10 greater than 5. You can use this sign. So when when it points that way, greater. When it points that way, smaller. So when you write it on the board and the sign points to the left, it means smaller. If you write it on the board and the sign points to the right, greater. Yes? So you can use this for greater. The same as that one, smaller. 5 smaller than 10. 5 smaller than 10. So you don't have to write smaller than. Okay? So remember that. Smaller than, bigger than. A few more things I want you to remember. Remember 1 kilogram is how many grams? Right, 1,000. 1,000 grams. How about 1 keat? 1 keat is how many grams? Right, 100 grams. Okay, so remember that too. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. 1 keat equals 100 grams. So if you weigh 28 kilo, 28 kilo equals 28, 1, 2, 3,000 grams. Okay. So remember that 1 kilo, 1,000 grams. 1 keat, 100 grams. Okay. So now let's proceed to page 161. Okay, get your math books and go to page 161. That's the page we will do today. So, practice number 1 at the top of the page. Let's read. What does it say? Which is the closest to the mass of a stapler? So, which is the closest to the mass of a stapler? So, basically they ask, how much does this stapler weigh? So, which of these estimates comes closest to the actual weight of this stapler? Now, let's have a look. 5 kilo. You think the stapler weighs 5 kilo? As comparison, if you go to the supermarket and you buy rice in the big bag, that's a 5 kilo bag. Do you think the stapler weighs the same? Or does it weigh about 5 kg? So 500 grams. Who knows? What is 500 grams? Half a pack of sugar weighs about 500 grams. Or does the stapler weigh 2 kilograms and 4 kg? So 2 kilograms and 400 grams. So that's about half a big bag of rice. So which one do you think comes closest to the actual weight of a stapler? Now, let's have a closer look.
Okay, so let's have a closer look at practice number 1. Which is closest to the mass of a stapler? So, which of these numbers you think is closest to what a stapler weighs? So if you think that a stapler weighs 5 kilo, you tick that box. If you think a stapler weighs more around 5 kg, so about 500 grams, you tick that box. If you think a stapler weighs about 2 kilos and 4 kg, you tick that box. So just tick 5 kilo, 5 kg, or 2 kilo and 4 kg.
Okay, practice number 2. Let's read again. Which two items will most closely balance the honeydew if it's estimated with a mass of 3 kilo and 2 kg? Okay, so you see the scale there. The honeydew weighs 3 kilo and 2 kg. So 3 kilo and 200 grams. Now, we need to place 2 items from the pink box here, 2 items on this scale. And it has to be about the same. If it can be the same, super. If it's about the same, it's also okay. Because you see the balance is a little bit, so it will be a little bit lighter. So which 2 can we put there? And then the honeydew will be in balance. Now, let's have a closer look at that.
Okay, number 2. So, as I said, you can see the honeydew weighs 3 kilo and 2 kg. So 3 kilo and 200 grams. Now, which 2 items can we put on the other scale? And they should be slightly less weight than the honeydew, because you see the honeydew is heavier than the other 2. So which 2? Let's see. What if we put the bananas and the bananas there? Oh, sorry, the potatoes and the bananas. The potatoes weigh 1 kilo and 5 kg, and the bananas weigh 2 kilo. So together that is 3 kilo and 5 kg. Is that lighter than 3 kilo and 2 kg? No, so it cannot be potatoes and bananas. How about potatoes and papayas? 1 kilo and 5 kg plus 2 kilo and 8 kg. No, that's even more than the banana, so that cannot be. So this one you need to do yourself. Find 2 weights that if you combine them, they are a little bit less than 3 kilo and 2 kg.
Okay, then practice 3A. Look at the scale. There is a bag of red beans on the left, and there is a bag of, I don't know what that is, but it weighs 2 kilo and 5 kg on the right. Now, if you look at the scale, you see the scale tips a little bit towards the beans. This one is 2 kilo and 5 kg. The mass of the red beans, is it more or less than this one? Well, it is more, right? So remember, for more, if it points to the right, it's more. If it points to the left, it's less. So in this case, you write the sign for more, because the red beans is lower than whatever this is. Okay, let's have a closer look.
Okay, so 3a and also 3b, you need to write the greater or smaller than sign. Now look at the scale. On the left there are beans. On the right, a big bag of cereal or oatmeal. The oatmeal weighs 2 kilo and 5 kg. Now look at the beans. Do the beans weigh more or less than 2 kilo and 5 kg? Right, they are more. So you write the sign for more than. Remember, if the sign points to the left, it is smaller. If the sign points to the right, it means greater.
Okay, and we do the same with B. The mass of the water bottle is then 32 kg. Now, you see here, that's fabric softener to do the laundry, and it's lower than the water bottle. So the water bottle is lighter, so we write the smaller than sign there, right? Okay, let's have a closer look at that as well.
And the last one for today, 3B. We see there a big bottle of laundry detergent and it weighs 32 kg. So 3 kilo and 2 kg. On the right, a mass of water, a water bottle. Now, is it more or less than the detergent? So, the mass of the water bottle is more or less than 32 kg. Now, I think it's less because the detergent is lower. So, you put there the smaller than sign on the blanks.
Okay, good job today, guys. I will see you again tomorrow morning for part 2 of our story about the life cycle. And of course, we have a Zoom class in the afternoon. So if you wish to join, I would very much appreciate that. Okay, so for now, see you tomorrow.